Okay, so I ran to the apiary store. Hope I got my hive tool. I got myself a new box. I hurried up and I put together some frames with some wood glue and nails. So being that it's like 1,000,000 degrees out here in northeastern North Carolina right now, I'm thinking the wood glue will be fine, and the frames are going to be on the outside, so they'll have plenty of time to dry before the bees even think about drying them out. They might just walk around on them, but it's a good thing bees don't weigh a lot. So I think those frames will be fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take 2 frames from the middle, put them right up here in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these 2 frames here out. These are not, none of them are drawn out. They are just triple coated with wax. Let's see, we'll put 4 on each side. Okay. Alrighty. I did, before I left, well, apparently it's sticking to this side. Yep, sure is. So I put this screen on here, but I did make this top cover, and because I made it, it does not fit right. It is a crappy cover. All right, let me get this out of here. Put this back to the front. Let my bees find their way back in the front door. Okay, now here we go. Try not to mess up this beautiful queen, who is, I don't know if y'all can see. I'm gonna try to angle this camera down a hair so you can maybe see. This box is full from side, wall to wall, full of bees. So if I didn't do something ASAP, these girls were gonna hightail it on out of here because there is just not enough space in this box. I do not have a smoker lit. I just don't feel that smoke, in my opinion, is truly necessary with my bees. Now, I have been in apiary yards. Okay, now see this frame here, they are drawing it out. They are drawing it out. So I think since they're exploring it, and I need a place to put them, I'm gonna put them upstairs and add the 2 frames of brood. This looks like a beautiful, beautiful honey frame. Wow. Let's see if I can get it without dropping it. I have really bad, crappy hands. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It is full of nectar, just waiting to be capped. Now this side is empty, but this side is beautiful. So I'm just gonna move them back on over. Move everybody down. I think I squished a little bee. Dang it, I hate when I do that. All right, and we are gonna break these frames here apart because I'm gonna aim to get into these very 2 center frames where I'm sure I will find some brood that I can put upstairs. And because I want to be sure that my queen is not on there, I'm going to take a lot of time to make sure she's not on here. And so I'll go over it 3 times, hoping to find what I need. Beautiful, lots of larvae, eggs. It's not a big deal if I put the queen upstairs, it really isn't. But she's got a big green dot, so hopefully I won't miss her. They're about to cap this larva here. This is not capped. There's tons of eggs in here, lots of honey, and some drone brood down below, lots of babies in there. I do not see my queen. I want to find a frame of capped, more capped brood. That's all open brood, like a ton of open brood. So I want to see what's on this next frame over. And the only reason why is I'm not so sure it's a good idea, but I will do that one frame if I need to. Come on, move out of the way. Okay, we got a little bit more capped on this one. The next one's a lot of drone brood. So I did see eggs, so we don't have to worry that our queen is still present. At least 3 days ago, she's still here. There's a waggle dance going on. Oh my Lord, how adorable. I see if I can get the little waggle dance in there, in that corner. I'm hoping I got this on the screen in the bottom right corner there. She's got a little pollen on her legs. All right, let me make sure I am not about to drop my queen just to show you the waggle dance. Definitely don't want to take that risk. I wish the sun would come back out just for a second. There's another waggle dance going on. They're finding something. So being that I'm seeing the waggle dance, they definitely know where to go to get pollen and nectar. All right, so I have capped brood, capped worker brood, pollen, nectar, capped honey on this frame. And I'm looking down in the cells, and unless the sun comes back out, I can't see anything. So I don't want to waste too much time attempting to find what my eyeballs are just not going to ever see. There's a lot of nectar on this frame. There are capped brood, capped honey, nectar, pollen. I don't see my green queen. All right, so since there's capped brood on here, I don't see any, there's a little bit of larva. Yeah, there's tiny, tiny larvae. Oh, and you know what I'm seeing here? A queen. This is a queen cup. All right, there's nothing in that one. There's a queen cup there. I'm not gonna worry about that. These are all empty. Nobody's really in here, so just go ahead and knock these off here. I do not want to continue. Hold on. I don't like when you blow on them, but they do get off the frame. I'm just gonna do that because right now I'm trying not to make too much of a mess. All right, so we had capped worker brood in this box here. Try to save that little bee. Capped worker brood in that box. I think there was enough nurse bees on here that I could take that frame. This next frame over, here's to see what it looks like. It is, ooh, we got that baby propolis in there. All right, here we go. Look at that frame. Lots of larvae, capped honey. Looking for my queen. Scan over real quick. Do not see a queen. Bee bread. Do not see my queen. Where the heck is she? All right, I've got larvae on here. I've got them working on drawing out some comb. I've got, let me see if I see some eggs. Oh, yep, there's eggs in there. Okay, so we'll take this frame and then I'm gonna get out of here so that these bees can go and do what they need to do. Pull this frame out real quick. It's very nerve-wracking Oops. I bumped a bee. I'm pretty sure I ended that one's life. I made that one mad. All right, so I should be able to slip this back down in there. I want this frame because it's triple coated with wax to be right next to those two frames. So that's where that's gonna go. And they say they hate having empty frames of brood, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. They're drawing out this frame here. And I don't like that they're doing this kind of cross comb here. So I'm gonna like do that whole manipulation where they put an empty frame and then they put another frame. So I'm gonna hopefully not kill my bee colony by doing this, but I'm putting it right down in the middle. Come on, move out the way. And then I'm gonna move these two over. Come on, get out of there. I see you, but I'm not gonna try to, you gotta get out. They get in those, I don't like the plastic frames because the bees always want to go into, well, that's a crazy looking drone. I don't think I took, oh, I did take two out. Son of a gun. All right, so we're gonna make this simple on them. I'm gonna put two empty frames onto the side since I did actually take 3 frames from the bottom. So we're gonna put that all the way there. And we're gonna move that to there. I normally don't like moving the frames just because I don't know where my queen is. I wouldn't mind moving these over and putting an empty one over here instead of having 2 on one side. I could do it. I'll just do it very slowly. I'm going to inch them over and move. I just feel like that's the right thing to do if I put the empty frames, because these ones still have some work to be done on them. The queen's in there somewhere. There's enough eggs though that I guess if I did squish my queen, they will recover. Might be a minor setback, but hopefully that will not and did not occur. God kept my queen safe in there because he knows how super excited I am this year about my bees. I just feel like I got some really strong queens. Last year my queens, they just really didn't perform much from the start. So I'm gonna get these bees here and put them over there because I eventually want to keep that wax. I want them to get off of it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this box right here carefully, and hopefully there's no ladies that I squished in that process. I hope everybody is okay. It's very hot and humid, so I'm putting this screen board on here, right here. And I'm debating on if I want to make it an escape. Part of me thinks I'm going to leave it like this, and because I'm just worried about robbing. I had such a time with robbing last year that I just don't want to have that happen again this year. Now this stupid top cover sucks because I made it and I didn't quite make it right. So I'm gonna see if I can get it to fit on there. But if not, I may be running to the store to get one that actually works right. Did I put the ugly side? I got an ugly side and a good side. I am dripping sweat right now. It's so stinking hot out here. I feel so gross. All right, I got it on. So my screen is on there. All right. I think I like that. Well, that's what it's going to be for now. All right, I'll come back and I will check on my girls in probably about, I think I'll give them about a week just to make sure I don't disturb them too much while they work to figure out what I just did to them. All right, see you.